Now, as the end of the year rolls around, so does the Game Awards, the most important and most prestigious gaming-related awards show. Of course, it's so big, not even the news covers it, because no one actually gives a shit about it outside of gaming, and it's not like the Oscars. I mean, it technically is like the Oscars, but no one actually gives a shit about it, and it's like only covered on like IGN. But anyways, the nominees were in, and there was some buzz around those nominees, because there were a few that people were like, what the fuck are they doing in here? And I wanted to go over them, to see what the fuss was about. So let's just go into the 6 Game of the Year nominees, because that's the only one I want to cover right now. There's a lot of other categories, but I don't really give a shit. So, yeah. Anyway, subject 1 is a PlayStation exclusive. It is Astrobot, the cute platformer. I don't really have a lot to say about it because I don't own a PlayStation 5, and thus I have not played this or any of the other games on this list. But it looks cute, and people liked it, and it looks like it did some cool things for the PlayStation. So they gave the PlayStation some exclusives. Other than that, of course, it's a cute mascot, and it had some crossovers with other PlayStation properties, and it deservingly, I guess, made its way into the nominees. I didn't see anyone complain, at least, so it's there. It won't win, but it's there. So, subject number 2 is an indie game, which is always cool to see. Small studios making it to the category of the Game of the Year, and in this case it is Balatro, the cards game. It was very well received. It was quite a hype for a while, and it's cool to see that it made it to actual Game of the Year. Again, no one complained about this one. People are very happy about it. I don't see it winning. I see it winning Best Indie, but I don't see it win Game of the Year, because I don't know, I think it's just a little too small to actually win like the big category. But it's a cool nominee. Subject number 3, Weep. Shit. It's what was it? Metaphor Refantasio. It's on my 2 playlists. It looks pretty cool. I like Persona, which this is apparently related. Well, not related to, it's like the same people. It looks like Persona, so I'm gonna assume that it's like Persona. This game looked good. It was received well, but I think it's again too niche to win Game of the Year. Persona was popular though, so it might still have a big fan base, but because a lot of people are like, ew, weep shit, turn-based RPGs, I want more action, I don't think that this will win. It will do well, it won't win. If they all do well, they can't. You know what I mean, right? Like, this game looks good, and it looks like it's just, it deserves its nominee, but I just don't see it win. I wouldn't complain if it did, but I just don't see it happening. Again, no one was mad about this one. It's there, and it's probably a good game. I have yet to play it though. Then we have what will probably be my pick for favorite, Black Myth Wukong monkey souls game made by Chinese people, I guess. But yeah, this game looked amazing. It was reviewed amazing. A lot of people were hyped about it. Souls games are very popular lately, which we'll come back to in a moment. It did well. It received good reviews, and it was pretty big, so I think that it really is probably the most likely to win. Again, it's not really that much of a problematic nominee. It was pretty much expected to be a nominee from the moment it was released, so again, no surprise that it is indeed on the list. Now the next entry is slightly controversial because it's Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, a remake, and because they were like, oh, but remakes make it? Yes, I guess they do. I do want to pick up and like put this. I picked up the Wikipedia page because I wanted to know. Resident Evil 4, the remake, was also nominated for Game of the Year. So I think that this is not a valid point to make. Also, I just want to put 7 and 7 Rebirth next to each other and then see what my point is going to be. Now, I've picked out a video that I will also link in its entirety in the description, where you can fully see what my point is. I'm going to move my camera a bit. This game is so different from the original in like gameplay and story and visuals that I think it is a bit unfair to even say that it doesn't deserve Game of the Year because it's not new. It's new. It's not the same game. Look at the comparisons. Look at the difference and tell me that this is the same game. Because it really isn't. Again, this is the full video from Nick 930. Link will be in the description, so you can just look at it in full and see what I mean. The next entry, though, I will not defend its existence here. I want to start off by saying that I really like Elden Ring, and I have a poster outside the screen. I won't move my camera because then I will fuck up this whole setup. But I really like Elden Ring. I really have a fondness for Elden Ring, but this DLC, which it is, doesn't deserve to be here. In my opinion, it can't be Game of the Year if it isn't a game. It's a DLC, and you can't tell me otherwise. I know it's big, I know it's the size of a game. You need to complete certain parts of the game. 2 bosses were done, and to even play this, you need to play Elden Ring. You have to have and play Elden Ring before you can access the DLC. In my opinion, it really shouldn't be here, because then you could bring in other DLCs that came out this year and also put them here, which you wouldn't. Make a separate category for DLCs and like add-ons or whatever. There were other good DLCs. Just put those together and make it a separate category. You wouldn't go back into 2016 and put Blood and Wine as a Game of the Year contender in that year. I know I'm a Witcher fan. You see, it's mirrored here. I love The Witcher. I wouldn't put Blood and Wine as a Game of the Year because it was the size of a game. It's still a DLC, and it was a great DLC, as is Shadow of the Earth 3. Yes. It doesn't deserve to be here, in my opinion. It's a great DLC. It's not a great Game of the Year, and I will riot if it will win Game of the Year. That's just my whole point. It shouldn't win. It's an open vote, I'm pretty sure. Please don't vote for it. I mean, I wouldn't stop you, but don't just vote for something that's actually a game. Anyway, that's the point I wanted to make. I'll see you in the next video. I hope you enjoyed the new setup and structure. Bye.